Hi everyone, Pastor Dave here. I sure hope you're doing well. I have no idea what your week has been like, but my week's included working on this car. This is our Jeep, and I got the hood raised because this car this week needed some tender loving care, some TLC, and so I spent a little bit of time under the hood working on a couple things, and it actually worked out okay, and we're back to normal, and so I'm really happy. I did something that I could do. And I was thinking about that related to some of the situations that we have in our church right now. And one of the things that we could do is we can show one another tender loving care, especially in the middle of some difficult circumstances, trying circumstances, unexpected circumstances. If we just go back to the time where we started sheltering in place, Adrian Burrows died shortly after that all got started, and then June Sheets died, another longtime member, in fact, somebody who just a couple of years ago we baptized. She was in her 90s, really amazing. And then after that, Hank Eberhauser died, and most recently Bill Ogden. And we have members in our church that parents died. Amanda Lynch, her mother died during this time. Ann Chen's father died just recently, and the most recent one was this week, Kitty Hirata. And when you hear about all of those deaths, one of the things that we can do as a family is we can reach out to those who are in pain and those who have gone through these situations that they would never ask for. But it's, of course, a part of life, and we want to do what we can to rejoice and be sorrowful with people wherever they are. And in this case, just to be able to come alongside and empathize and be a help. And so one of the things I wanted to say to you today was, let's be looking for opportunities within the church and outside the church to care about others. Just a card sent to somebody in a time of need, or an email, a text message, a phone call, so many different ways we can reach out to one another. And I really encourage you to do that. And if you're not one who has a church directory and you'd like to get in touch with some people in the church and maybe send them a card or whatever it might be, you can get in touch with Evelyn Sigg, evelyn.sigg at connectbcc.org. And she will be happy to pass along an address, a phone number, whatever it might be that you need to reach out and to show others some TLC, some tender, loving care. Let's continue to do that. Let's help each other through this time, because we have no idea how long this is going to go on. And of course, during this time, there are so many different needs that are popping up. And then in addition to that, I wanted to encourage you also to put on your calendar. So on the one hand, we can care for one another. On the other hand, let's get on our calendar another opportunity as a whole church to get together and to have a Zoom call. And this Zoom call is going to focus on communion. We want to have a communion worship service together. So on August the 2nd at 6:32 p.m., that's 6:32 p.m., August the 2nd, we're going to have a Zoom call, an all-church Zoom call. And that day, being the first Sunday of the month, we're going to share together in communion. It'll be just a short service together online, but we'd love to have you join us. And so write it down now, get it on your calendar, and we'll make it a very special evening. Probably be about a 20-minute service together, but I think it'll be very special. And then we'll kind of hang around and talk after the service on Zoom. If you have some questions or suggestions, or maybe you'd like just some information about some things that are going on in the church, we'd love to help out that way too. So I trust that God continues to work in your heart. Good things are happening in and through many of the ministries in the church and the work that God's doing there. We look forward to the day that we get back together. But until then, we are making the best of this time, and we're seeing God do some great things. So reach out, care for one another, and get that communion service on your calendar, 6:32 on August the 2nd. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to hearing good things from you.